Hey folks, Kyle with Kimmel's Cards here. Just bringing you another video. Today we're going to break some cards out of their cases. So I've got a few graded cards here. There's a couple reasons. I'll explain why I'm going to break them. First off, I don't think I need to really explain why I'm going to break this out, but I'm going to break this out and see if it's worth sending in to a different company. As I've previously mentioned, I have a grading order going potentially to coming up here within the next month, and so I don't do a ton of grading, but probably every 6 months I send an order in. So I want to break this out, see what it looks like. It looks pretty good. If you don't remember, the 8.5 actually nowadays the near plus would be a 9, so I could send that in and get it turned into a 9, but I feel like it looks pretty good, so I might just send it in and see what I get. Next card, this is a 71 3D from Kellogg's. It's an 8. There's some edge issues. I'm not sure if those are fixable, but I don't really care about this because it's really an old PSA slab. The sleeve is in it. They don't, it's cockeyed, and so it drives me nuts anyways. So I'm gonna break this and we'll go from there. I'll kind of, after I break them, I'll kind of look them over and I'll kind of let you know what I think about them and see if there's any flaws or anything like that. So I'm by no means a breaking expert. Set those to the side for now. I have my magnifying glass for when I do break them. So what I like to do is I've broken some slabs, not a ton. What I'm gonna do is I'll try and, that broke pretty easy. I just broke the corner and hopefully didn't break the card. It actually got a little bit more than I wanted to, but it did just get that. And so now I'm gonna wedge this in, try and break this apart. This is coming apart really easily. I'm gonna ruin GMA's pop count here. Hopefully I didn't damage the card. And that's kind of the risk, but I mean, I'm not doing it with any cards that are wildly valuable. So let me get a little cleaned up here. I'll fast forward through this, but all right, let's check it out. This card actually looks really nice. There is, I'll see if I can zoom in, a tiny bit of an issue. If I can, right here. I don't know if it'll ever focus or not, but other than that, my initial thoughts is that it looks really good. The surface, these Topps Living cards nowadays are super hard to gem up, but I'll see. I'll give it another good look over, and if I send it, I send it. If not, then at least you saw me break it. So, but it does look nice. All right, on to hopefully not to damage a card. So we'll see. I feel like this is pretty good at an 8. I feel like it's pretty high quality. Tommy Harper, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, had the first ever hit as a Brewer. I'm pretty sure that was my motivation for buying this card. I could be wrong. That's why I usually use the towel, to be honest with you. Let's see if I can save the tag, but let's see how this comes apart. Hopefully I didn't maul it too bad here. This is a pretty old slab. I'd be interested to see how long ago this was actually sleeved. But look how old this is, and look how this surface isn't very good in the background here. Look how bad the edge is on this. I didn't really notice it before I took it out, but I'll probably send it in anyways because it's kind of a neat card, but not super valuable for, I'm probably gonna send the CSG again for $10. I'm kind of interested to see what happens if I send this in and what the size looks like. If I don't bang it up worse here. So we'll set that aside. It's not going to get an 8 again, I don't think, with that edge. I would assume that it wouldn't get an 8 if it was sent into PSA today, but you just never know. All right, this is a newer slab. It's the same type of slab, it's just the different label than they use. I know there's probably other ways that are more efficient to crack these, but I use what I have. Hopefully not damage the cards. Ooh. That was definitely a little bit tougher break. Actually, I broke a CSG slab like this in the past. As you can see, it just breaks different. I'm concentrating so hard. Hopefully I haven't missed this entire thing here. But I'm not gonna... Well, let's see. Let's see if it'll come apart. I'm kind of interested to see what this looks like too, because I'm interested to see what I would equivalent to the CSG 9 nowadays. I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like pre-graded, because a lot of times you don't see them until after they're already in a case and you can't remember what they looked like exactly, you know, unless you do a really good job of documentation, which frankly really isn't my style. But let's see if I can get this guy apart. Apparently those people doing the breaking of whatever, their comics or whatever, had a lot easier job than I'm doing on this. So came right off. All right, I got a bunch of waste and stuff like that here, so I'm just trying to get the card off without damaging it. I don't have anything to wipe this down. There's a little bit of an indent there, but other than that, maybe some corner issues. I'd be interested to see, let me see, maybe an indent right there. I'd be interested to see what this, because there's some side issues here. And some scratches here. Yeah, this surface is actually really banged up, so, and obviously none of that came, you can see there. So that was an 8.5 surface. Not that there's any way to gauge it necessarily, but I've never, you know, sent a modern card in that has anything close to the amount of damage that this card has that I'm aware of. So I'll probably just sleeve it up and keep it. I probably won't send that card in. It's not really worth experimenting to it. I'll probably send that Juan Soto in, it looks like. There's a little bit of issues. It's probably gonna get a 9.5. This is actually like some schmaltz on it though. So we'll see. But this is actually like something hard. Oh, that's a piece of that was actually like a piece of plastic, but there's a lot of, it's almost like scratches on there. Let's see if I can get the angle right for the camera. I'm really struggling here because there's some right here, and then there's even some over here. I don't know if you can really pick it up or not, but there you can really see it. But not to get too overly focused on that, but there you go. I was kind of interested to see what it looked like. That's how I crack cards. Obviously there's a touch of risk to it, and then you can see here on the bottom that corner's dinged as well. So I'm actually looking at this card, I'm like kind of surprised it was even an 8.5. I don't know why you'd ever send that in, and unless you just, I mean, I bought this graded. I didn't send it in. I won't send it in because it's way too banged up, but let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have anything to add or anything else that you do when breaking slabs, cracking slabs, and hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching.